What's like a person, what's like some of the kinks that you've like other people.
Okay, well they just like okay, we are back with another episode. So I know that we've been doing it through Zoom or this kind of via the
Platform.
internet. But it's because literally the weather just today was the day we were gonna get together, and I feel like that always happens. Like the day that we
I know.
decide that we're gonna get together, it's always just a storm where it could be like literally
Horrible.
not storming for days. It could be really nice weather, but the day that we decide that we're gonna get together is the day that it
I
pours.
know.
What do you like to do on your days off and like when you don't, when you get to stay in because you've been working? I
I
guess you've
know.
been off for a while, but you went to work, so you've been
Yeah.
hustling these past 2 weeks.
I know. Well, I don't know. We just like I've been finishing that show I was telling you about, the Running Point show on Netflix, and then
Yeah, we talked
I
about it
made
last week.
some. I'll normally like cook or like cook something that needs time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I made bone broth today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I just like want something cozy. So
Does Mariah work from home or does she go and?
she went to the office for a little bit, and then the rain was like really bad, and they thought like bad storms are supposed to come again.
Yeah.
So she just came and like finished her day from home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much so much better. I know. I stayed home today too. I work from home too, but like just
Yeah.
not having to. I like to change, whenever I work and stuff, and like even though I work from my desk in my room, like I like to dress up and just kind of. I
Yeah.
don't like to be in bed all day. I don't like to do any of that. So today I was just like, I'm gonna get comfortable. I'm gonna be in bed, but even better, you texted
Yeah.
it today. First, you texted me. You were like, "I am home." I was like, "Bitch, not again. Not this again. You're
Not
not
this again.
Joe.
No,
You're not."
I was home, so I was like, let's get it done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, okay, so at least she's still employed, so that's
We're so good
good.
to go. So good to go.
Send a
Kids
DM,
on
send a
stuff.
message, get in contact.
We'll
We'll
book
hook you
your
up.
trip.
Maybe one day we can do a halfway to crazy trip where we just all kind of get
That could be
plastered,
so fun.
get like a whole group of people, and hey guys, we're all going here, like
Mhm.
just a spiral, Miami or something, kind of fun.
Oh,
So
well, I've
yeah,
been like wanting a good Miami. Like I
uh,
want to go to club space at like 9 a.m. You know what I mean?
yeah, like be one of the places like everybody's leaving, you're starting, or you're literally going back.
Yeah,
I've seen stories like that you just people end up going back
I
to
want to
those
do
clubs.
it. I really want to go to a rave.
Have you ever been?
No. Well, okay, I went to Zed one time, but it was at ACL, so I don't know. Like it counts, but it doesn't really count,
I
you
don't think it
know?
counts. No.
And
Yes.
then I know at what's it called? Sunset Sessions, they do like rave music
Oh my
on
god.
Sundays.
Well, speaking of rave, I won a trip to go to a rave this past weekend. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it. It was a
um,
really unfortunate circumstance.
it was in Tampa, and it was a big music festival happening, but it was also like a 2-day notice. So I'm like, I can't just drop everything and go to Tampa.
Yeah.
And
In this economy,
no, girl, no, I can't do that. So and you like some of the artists, and yeah, I guess it would have been fun,
yeah.
especially because it was through Beatbox. So imagining, thank you, shout out Beatbox, we love
Shout out to
them.
Fox. We love you. We are
They've
your
sent
number
us
one.
stuff in the yeah, I've been wanting them to send us something again because they've sent us stuff in the past.
I feel like
So
we were literally on Beatbox and BuzzBalls. I will say this all day long.
I will say that we literally started a trend. I don't know
We
how
started
or
we
like
started
what
it.
happened, but it started because of us, and Um, oh my god, I saw that there's the mom.
What?
I think there's like a documentary or something about the mom that made the BuzzBalls and how
Really?
she's just yeah, she's just a baddie. She's in Plano. She grew up in Plano. She
I
was just
know. I saw
literally
that she's a Plano mom.
she literally made the BuzzBall. That was like her thesis like project, I guess, for her degree. I don't know.
Yeah.
And she ended up started developing the brand in college, and then she got the money, and now it's like $1 million company. Beatbox. Oh no, not Beatbox. The other one.
Yeah,
Buzzball.
absolutely.
Buzzball. We love Buzzball.
We love BuzzBall.
Um,
Oh my
what else do we
god.
have?
I literally okay. Okay, okay. I think I want a thigh tattoo, but I just don't know what it's giving.
When was the last time you got one?
When I came back from New York. The literal
Okay.
only reason why I came back from New York was to get this tattoo. But yeah, I want one. I just don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if it's giving like ghetto. Also, like,
Okay.
is it making me look more of a lesbian or do I
Uh-huh.
just look weirdly bisexual? I don't want to
Okay.
look bisexual, but
What are
like,
you trying to yeah, I'm like, what are you trying to accomplish with this tattoo? What are the
I don't know.
what
I don't know.
is
We'll
the
think about
tattoo?
it.
Yeah.
But okay. Ooh, speaking of bisexual people, would you ever date a bisexual person?
Oh, I think we yeah, okay, dating bisexual people. I don't think yeah, I don't see why not. I don't think it
Okay.
yeah, I don't see why not. I support. I don't know. I feel like there's such a just bad or negative thoughts and feelings about it. Like people, I don't know, but I've never understood it really.
See, I don't, and maybe because you're a boy.
Right. Okay. What about you? What about you?
Like, to me, and to each their own. To each their own. Whatever
Okay.
makes you happy, whatever fills your cup of tea, and whatever brings you joy. Shout out to you. But
Always.
like, to me, in my personal opinion, I would never date a bisexual woman
Okay. Why is that?
because they always will end up literally 9 times out of 10 they're gonna go back to a man,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be for no reason. Like they
Right.
could like do it for shits and giggles, or they do it because they're mad at you, or like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they do it, and I don't understand why, and that's not something I'll ever relate to. I
Uh-huh.
also I think that's why when I was dating, I didn't want to date somebody with kids, and I did, and that was fine. It ended up like being what it was. I
Mm-hmm.
also would never date somebody with multiple kids because then I'm like, girl, are you
Okay.
really gay? Like, sorry, you had multiple kids with a man. I don't
Other
know.
man. Do you think it would make you more like insecure in in a relationship, or do you think it just doesn't
It's not so
like it
much of like
doesn't
an
have to do?
insecurity. I just think in the like, and maybe this is so bad of me, but I just don't see a world where I would think that you wouldn't go back to a man.
Period. Period.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
I could see that.
you clearly liked it enough to have kids.
Kids. Yeah.
Like you clearly liked it enough to have like a heterosexual lifestyle, and
Hmm.
like, babe, we're never gonna like
It's not gonna be
check
this. You,
those
like, do
boxes.
you think it'll be like a competition at that point though, or it feels like a competition, or
I
would
don't feel
that
like it's
even?
a competition. I think it's just literally like, um hold on one second. My therapist is moving me.
Last week we found out she was pregnant.
I know she's
She's
having
giving
her
birth
baby.
this week.
She's giving birth this week. So every time she texts me, I'm scared. Anyways, what were you saying? Oh, competition. No, I
Yeah.
don't think it's a competition. I just think I
Mhm.
know that I am not a man and I don't provide what a man provides, like
Yeah.
physically, sexually, emotionally. So like, sorry,
um
I'd
I
rather save myself.
I think for me it would just bring out that it honestly I think it would be more it would bring out more insecurities, and I think it would just make it feel like a competition. I think just in my head, and just knowing me, obviously not, not everyone's gonna feel like that, but just knowing me and how I am, I think it would feel more. It would just be more of a hassle, obviously, to like date a
Yeah,
bisexual person, but
I feel like
I don't
bisexual
think,
people should
yeah,
just be. I feel like they should just be polyamorous people.
I feel like that
Like,
is
I
kind
feel like
of
if
like
you're a
very,
bisexual person, you should have a boyfriend and have a girlfriend. So
you
then
should
you're
be
just
able.
kind of living in a happy medium.
Well, that's what. Yeah, I feel like there's a stereotype that just that they're usually more of like the cheating type, and
Yeah,
I feel like it could be because of that. But I don't know.
I mean,
I don't
even
even
what
know
it
if
is like
I've dated.
statistically. Like, I wonder what is the statistic of cheating. Where's chat?
Yeah,
Like, ask her. I want to know. I'm curious.
yeah. We had a live chat. Ask. Yeah, I don't know what it
Ask
is, but I think it. I
ChatGPT
mean,
for real.
yeah, I can
I
kind
would.
of. Wait, what?
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
Oh, okay, perfect.
What's the percentage of bisexual people cheating?
Mm-hmm. We're a very trustworthy source here.
I know. I'm just like so curious. That's a good question. Okay, here we go.
Okay, the answer.
In a 2016,
Oh, that's
published
outdated.
in the Archives of Sexual Behavior, especially bisexual women reported higher rates of cheating. A survey best showed in a ballpark of 30 to 50% of people cheat.
Mm-hmm.
Like cheat when they're
Okay.
bisexual. And
It's
then
all
about
men. Men
15
are
to
cheaters. That's what it
25%
is.
only cheat physically and
Just
emotionally.
say it.
Well, cheating is cheating, it's the same thing. So 30 to 50% 30 to 50% of you bitches are cheaters. So
Yeah. Seems
I rest
fair.
my
Seems fair. Yeah. So what we've learned is that men are cheaters.
men are cheaters, are not shit.
Yeah. Well, that's always good to know. Oh my God. Speaking of men, you know who's my crush right now? I saw this person on TikTok. His name is Grayson Hosel. Hosel? I don't know. Hosel. I think it's
Who?
Hosel. Grayson Holzel. He was doing an interview on Out and About with Pat and Joey, and they asked him like, what was his kink?
What's your
Unfortunately.
kink?
Ooh, love. I found this out.
You are so gay. It's
I
like,
found this out. I
I think
found
I'd
this
be
out.
like bending her over in a public bathroom or something. Love.
It's it sounds crazy. I didn't know this until somebody who clearly did not care about me told me they love me. Immediately, I was like, "Oh my god, this is I have to stop."
And I
No,
am a sucker. I am a sucker. I will die on
you
that hill
ate
as
that
well.
up like fresh bread, bitch.
No, I ate that up, and then I was on the DMs right afterwards. I am like, yes, yes, yes. I'm a whore for that.
Are
But I was
you?
just said that was like just so wholesome that you just said just love. He was like, once I heard that from somebody that I actually cared about, and then immediately it just kind of, yeah, I don't know about it. I
No.
respect. He's very
What is
popular on
your
TikTok, so shout out.
what is your kink though?
Love.
Ew, shut
Is that-
up, me for real. What is your kink?
I don't know. I think we've always said like it's just yeah, I don't know. I'm just the most vanilla person you'll ever meet, I think. And I think that's where we're very opposite.
Yeah.
We're very, very opposite in that because We're both very extreme. I'm yeah, vanilla over here. You
You're
are
you're
like
emotionally extreme. Like you're
yeah.
gonna you're gonna you're going what's it called? Like you're gonna kill him with like a love poem
Yeah, no, for real.
and
That's
like
me.
no. I can't believe you don't have a kink though. Everybody has
I
a
don't
kink.
know.
Everybody
I
has
don't I just said it like I don't know. Like I wouldn't even
let's see.
know.
I'm gonna look up what are the most common kinks.
Okay, yeah, we can go down the list.
Let's see. Oh, no.
We prank
Ball.
calling out here. Does anybody have any kinks here on
Kinks. What are
chat?
you
Kinks.
Oh, 20 common sexual kinks from
Kinks.
Business Insider. Business
Okay,
Insider
business
is a little
business
crazy.
insider coming in
Okay,
with
all
the
right,
hot
here you go.
yeah.
An age
Okay.
gap. A large age
Okay.
gap is a kink.
No.
So they say when people do the mommy or daddy
No.
or like baby girl.
No.
I don't think that's because being called baby
Not
girl, like
baby girl.
I don't think
I don't think that's kinky though. Yeah.
yeah, bondage,
No.
BDSM, that's a
Nothing
kink.
that hurts. Nothing that
Um,
hurts.
cock and ball torture, that's a kink.
Never. Okay.
Cuck cuckolding,
Oh,
cuckolding.
cuckolding. Yeah, that's when they watch
Yeah.
you when you have your you know.
Oh,
I'm the
wait,
most
what is it?
jealous bitch.
What is that?
Cuckolding is when like you have like your
Mhm.
husband watch while you
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Oh, it
Hmm.
says or via FaceTime.
Yeah.
So you're okay
That
with
that's probably
streaming.
different. Like that's like phone sex maybe.
Oh, discipline is a kink to give corrective
No.
punishment. So like
No.
disciplinary play as a form of role play.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dominance also for like BDSM.
No.
Erotic asphyxiation.
I don't even know what that
Asphyxication.
means. No.
Okay, slay.
Pass.
It is AKA breath play. It's the act of controlling how much access you have to oxygen for the sake of
Oh my god, that's like
stroke for the sake of power play and pleasure.
stop it. That's literally like choking you.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have the
Pass.
feet.
We're talking kinks right now. Wait for the prank calls.
We have the foot fetish.
Okay, no.
Okay, we have hentai.
What's that?
Um,
Is that like cartoons?
yeah,
No.
cartoon.
Free.
What is impact play?
Anime?
Impact play?
I don't know.
No, it actually is
Send the
coordinate
galaxy
for
for a
sex
friend.
that involves use of hands, paddles, whips, flogs.
No, absolutely no.
So tools. I guess you're like
Yeah, you're
tools.
like whipping, hitting. No, absolutely not.
Kins. I can't even say this. Kinsmolagina. Kinsmolagina.
Absolutely not.
What? Tickling fetish. Tickling
No.
fetish. It's a
No, but
play.
I've
Lactation. Lactation is very common in women.
okay. Okay.
Okay. Any of those? None of those are ringing a bell for you?
No, but I've come across now that you've listed some I've come across some people that I've met in my years that have been very kinky and definitely way out there that are not even on this list. So
What's like some of the kinks that you've like other people,
oh
you know,
I have one that is just I probably
you-
can't even say it. I'll say it. I'll say it on
say it.
here, but I'll what?
Say it.
Okay, I'll say it here, but then we'll bleep it out.
Okay.
Okay, well they just like yeah, I just could never. I could never do any of that. That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
did you
It's
ever
like
have
I'm just
good ones? These are like
huh?
horrible ones. Did you ever have any good ones? These don't sound very good.
No, honestly, that's the worst one I've had, or that like, yeah, no. I've had people that have been like very into like feet, but then also like it having to be, um, like with a sock where you have to be like black socks. And then they're
Oh.
just very, and then that kind of turned me off because I thought it was gonna be something more wholesome and like, oh, okay, this could be something fun, because I just had
Mhm.
moved to LA, so I was like, oh my god, there's gonna be maybe it could be a relationship, it could be something fun, and then we met up,
Yeah.
and after that, I was like, no, never see you again. I'm just too vanilla. I'm just saying, like, I just can't do it. So after that, I
That's
just yeah,
fair. No, I've actually, oh my God, I think I've experienced all of the best kinks, I
yeah,
think,
okay.
in my era of time.
Hmm. Any that you miss?
I don't know like miss, but I think it was like
Name
so
them.
fun. I
Name
think
them.
it was so fun.
Name them.
If you were to if you were
Okay, so many lesbian girls though, like point blank period, they love being called daddy. Like,
Okay.
and whatever. Whatever. Like, I don't really care. I'll say it. I don't mind. Whatever.
Okay.
Um, the whole like when they tell you like good job or good girl or like
Uh-huh.
baby girl, like
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I've done the whole like braid your hair
Okay.
thing,
What about the
which is
baby talk?
fun. I've never done the baby talk.
No.
No, I've never
Never.
done that. I've done
Mhm.
like the what's it called? Like where they can't like they tell you when like you can, like enjoy yourself type
Okay.
situations.
Yeah. Okay. So there's more than me for sure. More than
Yeah,
me. Yeah.
yeah.
No,
No,
I'm easily impressed.
my single era was an era. So
What?
my
Oh.
single era was an era.
Mhm.
I would
Mhm.
say also it got me in like trouble because there was girls that like I necessarily didn't want to be with.
Yeah.
And, whenever we started hanging out, it was like only because of that. And then,
Right.
like, I'll never forget one time, like, oh my God, you partied with us one time.
Mhm.
But she would like cry every single time
uh-huh.
and be like, why don't you want to be with me?
Oh god. Oh. Well,
She would cry, and that was so awkward. And I was like, girl, like, this wasn't supposed to be like that. I had
yeah.
one girl who, like, completely just tripped on me, was like stalking me, trying to get my attention. And
Trying
I
to
was like,
ruin
girl, you're ruining this for everybody.
it. You just ruin it for it. That's why you can't have nice things.
Well, it's embarrassing. I'm like, stop embarrassing yourself.
Wait, okay, so what okay, well speaking of that, I guess we can kind of move on to another topic, but what is the most embarrassing thing that somebody has done to get your attention? Is it that? Or is there
I
any
mean, that
that
was
stick out?
like one. Do you have one?
Uh no, but I can think of one that I've done kind of embarrassing that I've done maybe
Ooh, tell me.
uh well just to get attention. I think one time I guess you know those like what would you call them like jukeboxes, those that the ones that you find at bars and you can play your own music and stuff,
Yeah,
right? Well, one time I
that's cute.
huh? Yeah, touch tunes, literally
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So I guess somebody that I was talking to who was gonna be going to celebrate was just gonna go eat dinner with a friend, but I didn't necessarily care for this friend. I thought this friend was shady and nasty and ugly, and I just didn't
Yeah.
care for him. So, so while he was out, my friend that I was talking to, he was
Uh-huh.
out celebrating his birthday with this ugly, nasty friend. I started playing songs. that would remind them of
We're
like
tuning him
no.
songs, like songs.
Yeah, no, touch tunes that like only him and I would know, and like songs that
Mm.
like like maybe kind of had a meaning or had some sort of connection to us.
It's like,
I was
that one time I gave you the best head of your life. Here's that song,
yeah, pretty much. It's like you'll remember this, you'll remember this
bitch.
playing in the back, right? And then I did it kind of carefully too. Like I wasn't just being too obvious. I was just playing some here and there, and then they would ask me, but I went to the extreme. Like I went to the extreme to where because I knew I was like, if they asked me ever if this happened, because they were texting me while they were out at this dinner. They were like, I just kept thinking about you the entire time because like this, and that. I was like,
Mhm.
oh no, how did that happen? Right? And and so I even went in like photoshopped my history on touch tunes, like say like look, I
Oh my
literally was playing.
god,
No, I went that far. To this day they don't know, I'm sure now
that's
they
insane.
but that's embarrassing. And so I'm like, I can't think of one that's been done, but me that, and that was a long, long time ago too. So it's not even relevant to anything. But
Yeah, I see.
yeah,
Like, okay, I would say like the pettiest thing I've done to get ex's attentions. Like, I don't do anything. I don't do
the
anything,
Leo.
but I'll just like post my thirst traps and keep it pushing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's really not my fault because 9 out of 10 times I post a thirst trap, you're in my DM, or you're blowing me up at some
Yeah,
point.
they have you.
Um, so
They just come back. They always come back.
and they just come back. They always come back. And then I would say the most embarrassing thing an ex has done to get my attention. I don't know. One time though, I was like breaking up with somebody, and I
Hmm.
swear, I went to dinner with a friend, and they literally called me like 20 times back to back to back.
Uh huh.
And I
And
remember being like, "You're ruining my night because you're having a bad night," and they were like, "Yeah," and I was
yeah.
like, "That's cool.
Well,
I'm
uh
crazy." I just turned
huh.
off my phone. I was like, I'm not.
I'm not answering this right now.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no, I think we've matured with over at least the past
We're
couple of
better than
years.
that.
We're
We're
definitely
better than that.
become to not be getting like we've, and I think we've had people test us in the recently, and especially you've had a
Yeah.
uh
Yeah, I feel like people would like literally do anything to piss me off, and I'm just kind of like, you're so funny. I
mhm.
don't even care. Like, goodbye.
Yeah, I think we're in that era that we're now watching the karma play out, karma get people that karma needed to get, and it's like, oh
Well,
hey.
I mean, it's like that song that Selena Gomez came out with. Like, how
Mhm.
does it build? How does it feel to be forgotten? Like, you're so
Yeah.
embarrassed.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. That's what it is, and I think that's playing out perfectly, and I just love
Yeah.
watching it now. I'm like,
Did
love
you
that
hear
you're
that
getting
the
what you're
deluxe
supposed to.
version's coming out?
Mhm.
The deluxe version's coming out.
Oh my god, yes, I'm ready. I'm
I
seated.
heard that she's gonna have Glorilla on a song, which I'm kind of intrigued about.
Uh-huh.
And then she's supposed to have cigarettes after sex for a song.
Don't
They're like
even
a little
know.
bit.
Mhm. I
Yeah.
like
So I'm like,
her. I like her new sound. I like the stuff that she's doing with Benny Blanco. I've been seeing them everywhere. They're doing like some prom thing, like Selena Gomez
prom
is
was
this.
cute. The
Yeah.
prom was cute.
Yeah. Anything else that happens? We're gonna be discussing our night out that is eventually it probably already happened by the time this airs, but we'll be recapping it, see who got trash, who didn't, and who made it the next day to the next
Yeah,
day.
I
So we'll
agree.
see you guys on the next episode of Halfway to Crazy. Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll be